Hi. I've just finished watching the Weston Chandler documentary, and it's a very very touching film, at least to me. Uh, I didn't know much or anything about Christian before I watched this documentary, and I came across it on a link from the YouTubers. I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but I remember the video was Nicolas Cage wants that cake. And during the video, while I was watching the Nicolas Cage wants cake video, there was this guy that popped up, and figured, no, whatever. But then I go down to the comments like I usually do when I go to YouTube, and I looked down, and in the comments, all the thumbs up have been targeted to this comment that says, I think it said, like, notice that guy in the red jacket or whatever, notice that guy, and yeah, and people would then say, oh, who's that guy? And then he posted a link, and that link took it to the documentary of Weston Chandler. So that's how I came across it, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It really touches on a lot of details, like of Chris, his upbringing, his just I didn't know anything about this poor boy before I saw it. He's not poor. I don't want that to come out and make it look like, oh, he's a good guy or something like that. But no, he's not a good guy. He's done bad things, but I'm not there. I wasn't there. I can't say anything for sure. I don't know Chris. I don't know anything about it. The documentary just tells me a lot about who he is. So I don't know anything about him personally, but I do know is what I know from the documentary. So once I stopped looking at the documentary, once it finished, by the way, great ending song, Still Alive from Portal. That is such a good fit. Made me cry a little. Yeah, I'm a man, I can cry when I need to. And I'm an actor, so that happens. I can turn that on and off. Now, see? I'm not crying either way. I'm so out there. Anyway, enough about me. This is truly a great documentary. I don't connect with Chris or anything, but I can understand just what the documentary gets across. It sort of gets across a bit of the troubles of kids with autism, and I'm not saying Chris is the front runner for all autistic kids. It's just it really plays into the mind of Chris and his disability, and that sort of touched me a little bit, because not only have I worked with kids who are autistic but are also have other disabilities, but it's also hit me because I have Asperger's syndrome, and when I got diagnosed with, I got diagnosed right away or anything like that. I got diagnosed right away, obviously, and I didn't find out about it until I was 13, which kind of just shocked me a little bit, but oh well, I don't care really. It's just when I was watching the documentary, I just realised that, like, you know, that it did, like, get to me a bit, because I'm not saying that this guy could be me, but he has elements to be like most people like us. I mean, he's in the boat of with the disability kids and all that, so yeah, we're all in the same boat. And you know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, if we all literally were in a boat, I'm pretty sure we would shuck him over. Oh god, we're just terrible. And we are not different at all. I'm not saying we are not different at all. We're all the same. Some just we're different in a case that we can't fit in. You know, it's not that like something's wrong with us, something's bad or whatever. And even to me, like I believe like I fit in greatly, and you know, I tend not to think that I've got Asperger's. Like, I mean, I didn't think about it until I was 13, and even then I still don't think about it. Yeah, no, and I'm not ashamed or anything. It's just, it's something there. Like, it's not something to completely ruin what I want to be. It's just a disability. Like, you could say to someone with maybe, like, someone in a wheelchair, does that break your hopes of wanting to, I don't know, maybe run a store one day? No, it couldn't. You just need wheelchair access. You know, there are a lot of benefits and such, but anyway, I'm going a bit on about to disability, such like, you know, I'm not an expert at it in any way, so yeah, but anyway, I'm just wanting to say this documentary is great. To anyone who hasn't seen it, I suggest you check it out. For anyone who doesn't know anything about Christian Weston Chandler, I suggest you check him out. This is a very, very damn good documentary. I would recommend to a lot of parents who have autistic children. I would recommend to a lot of Christian trolls. I'd recommend to a lot of film students like myself, and like in fact the director, he is a film student, and it's a very, very controversial documentary inside that it deals between the line of whether, you know, you're poking fun at someone or you're researching someone. I just know that because I watched the teacher's side of it, and the director did say he was a bit unsure when between those lines. But the film itself, it really gives off the message of either hope or just yeah, I can't really say anything aside from hope or the other thing, because, you know, I'm a type of guy that doesn't like to think that, you know, nobody can have failure. There can be tragedies, but, you know, tragedy is not tragedy is just like one thing in a tenth of your life. So yeah, but the documentary is a very, very good one. I suggest checking it out. Shit, this has gone over 9 minutes. I was just wanting to say to anyone, yep, please check the documentary out. It's great, and you won't regret watching it. And, you know, it should be up for a few awards, I believe. Web Awards, or whatever. Okay, yeah, well, thank you very much, and, yeah, bye.